the way the panel puts it, it is looking a little dark out here for BetBoom. See whether or not they can come up with an answer to this very clear laning phase problem that they have. I mean, did you disagree with any of their analysis? It all sounded on point to me. These lanes are pretty hard countered for some of the matchups.
Well, they're walking by, so no. I didn't disagree with any of the panel's analysis at all.
They're almost out the door.
They're out the room. That was absolutely that was terrible
analysis.
Well, you're saying it's looking dark, but this is the darkness major. So that's a good thing.
You got to embrace the dark.
Exactly. You should be going for the worst situation possible.
That's one way to do it.
I might have been able to win this one.
Yeah, you've been in
My team was always in the dark
abyss for a long time. They going to go through the portal? I was wondering if Liquid were also going to go through the portal, and you have some crazy scenario with both teams are halfway through the portal when they run into each other.
Rezo just faking going through the portal. He's not actually going to go through.
Start with the specific heroes. I want to talk about Magnus. This hero is now a universal hero.
Well, I want to talk about Veno.
Okay, then talk about Veno.
No, we can talk about Mag.
Okay.
He's running in spot here. He's getting some exercise.
Yeah, apparently. Got a little bit of
you got
slight server issues.
I also got disconnected.
Universal hero. So this hero has a lot less stat gain. So basically any of the universal heroes, most of them, they had to tune down their stat gain. A lot of times on all of their stats, like such as Magnus. So all of his stat gain got taken down a notch to balance for the fact that his universal is going to give him more damage than before. So he is going to get a little bit more damage over time.
A little bit. Hero gets 4 damage a level. And then you're going to empower yourself. And that's...
They buff him in the B patch?
Like 50-60% plus more damage.
It says 3.9 on the 7.
It says 4 in game. So you snooze, you lose. All I know is this hero, now that I'm thinking about it, he's kind of a spooky right clicker.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Game.
Do you think this is a right click?
Yeah, I think Liquid were super debating who they wanted mid. Like maybe not this game, but draft-wise between the Alk and the Mag, I think they were very happy putting this Mag in any of the 3 roles. Putting it mid as a semi-carry, playing it safe lane for Mickey, I think would have been a very valid option here, and putting that Alk mid like they did last time. This Mag, I think, was a total flex for them, and then they know this Ursa pick's coming, and they're content with getting last pick Veno to shut down his lane, force the Ursa into the early jungle, which he doesn't want to do and is very slow, and then he'll be too far behind to contest the big bad Alchemist when the time comes. That's the game plan for Liquid here. So if you're BetBoom, you have to disrupt that somehow. You have to make sure the lanes either go better for you, maybe Death Prophet snowballs, because I think that is the one lane agreeing with the panel that can go better, as the Skewer having a little lag there.
The most obvious Skewer I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to quickly Google Nisha's Magnus win rates here. But we are going to have our first blood.
Yep, there's that tri-lane.
Picks it up with the tri-lane. Resolution similarly gets pushed out, but not killed.
I mean, Rezo went Cryptstorm first, so he doesn't have the Siphon to get back up here and doesn't have the regen, and has to run all the way out. This is a very rough start for him. Is he just dead to Shen right clicks? Okay, he is.
Indeed.
Answers my question. That's a very tough start. I mean, there's not much you can do in the 1-on-2. I don't think there's a lot of way around this, but maybe if you're playing the 1-on-2, he's going to need help at some point here, because that is a strong zoning lane. The upside for BetBoom is they get to disrupt this Veno-Ursa matchup, which would have been very problematic in the game. But not if Toronto Tokyo dies as well.
Yeah, this is okay. Nice hook, though. Bringing back Zai, that's going to be well worth it. Hit him with the blood grenade, try and do what damage they can. But
that was a necessary hook.
Yeah, it was.
The Veno has no teleport now, however. So that is level 1 Veno who's going to have to walk all the way back top. Boxy, you're the 3 now. Congratulations on your promotion. I feel like this happened last game, too.
Yeah. But okay, so I looked it up. Nisha, of course, has multiple accounts. When it comes to his pro accounts, I believe he only has 2.
No, he has 6.
Well, the games that he plays professional matches on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought we were having a different conversation
yes,
there.
but he does have like 6 different Smurfs.
Yes, he has 6 Smurfs.
Okay, so he has not played Magnus for Team Liquid, but on his other account, which is the secret one that he was on for a while.
Well, it's not that secret, I guess.
He's played 21 games at Magnus, 71% win rate, but the last time he played it was in 2020.
So basically, he's rusty as hell. Nothing to fear here.
Yeah, he might be.
Does get a skewer up to a weird high ground. Got to trade out some right clicks. He building some CS, which is pretty much even across the board here, except for Zai, who...
Whoa, GPK with the triple kill on denies.
Triple kill, and then he had me... Yeah, I thought he got a triple kill.
No, but he denied 2 melee creeps and the flag bearer one, so...
Another hook top into another kill. I mean, the nice thing about trialing with Pudge is you get the strength stacks.
Oh, yeah. That is nice.
It's one of the upsides to trialing with these heroes that steal stats is you get a little extra out of all those little exchanges. Or Zai, he's having a rough start, and this will make the Ursus game a lot better. Conceptually, I like this by BetBoom in the sense of I think it's a very good Ursa game. I think Ursa can carry this game outside of the Veno pick. And if he gets shut down on lane. So they're preventing that from happening, giving Ursa the start versus the Veno lane, where even if he gets into jungle later, he's going to have a good enough start where it doesn't matter. And then you get to play this really free Ursa matchup. However, if he dies, that is quite bad.
Go for the deny, maybe? Not going to go for it. Stick over the hook. Get the kill onto Zai.
+1.
Save almost dies. Nightfall lives through the Gale as well. So, again, BetBoom. At the same time, Rezo is really not happy, I think, with his circumstances, but...
No, but he's happier than Zai. He's level 3. He gets some siphons off. At least he's getting something out of the exchange. Got a Lotus, too, you know? Things are looking up.
Boxy's going to be maybe pushed through the portal here. Or... He
dead
goes
end.
behind. They can just go on both sides. No, they're at the... Oh, they going to go through?
There's a ward on this portal.
Yeah, they're going to see him.
Well, they're baiting it.
Yeah, they baited him out. He showed himself. They're like, okay, we know you have an observer ward here.
And now the thing is, Liquid don't know if they're actually going to go through or not. They have a creep on the portal at the other end. So Insania's actually waiting for him to come through. He's going to purge him up. They're just going to stay top. I don't think they really want to go bottom. I think they're just trying to bait out the idea. Because Rezo's still getting slain down here. Whereas
Zai, they just get right on top of him.
Yeah, he does not exist in this game right now.
He did not expect that. Well, you say if this is a great Ursa game without the Venomancer, well, it looks like the Venomancer's not really going to be a hero.
All right, Insania is coming up here. He's done messing around.
Yeah, time to get a kill out of this. They're going to get Toronto Tokyo. Pusave trying to get the deny there. Telekinesis stuns him up, though. So the CM dies, comes down to the ground, stuns up Save, and they get a second kill out of that.
All right, Boxy is actually the 3 now.
He kind of is,
Welcome back, sir. We know you trained for 4 for a long time, but unfortunately, we're going to have to swap it up again.
Yeah, and condolences to Zai, who has now been demoted once again.
Yeah, but the thing is, Zai used to be a 4 player, so it all works out.
Even when he was a 3 on Secret, he was kind of a 4.
That's true. This is just, I mean, it's a Rubik, too. Oh, no. Zai's getting yaps or flashbacks right now.
It's yaps are all over again. He's taking all my last hits. Mid lane, good gang, GPK will fall. So Zai's like, you know what? You're right, guys. I am going to roam like a 4 position. It's the only answer.
That's a very cheeky gank. I like it. That's a very high value kill. Whereas he couldn't really enter top.
Yeah.
Just skewing mid for the skewer man.
Okay, so I have an interaction.
These networks are all messed up, to be honest.
That I know you won't know the answer to, because probably very few people know the answer to this. Noxious Plague and Ursa's Enrage. Like, how does that work? Is the slow, is it going to just stay like a regular spell?
When you debuff it, it has the debuff effect. And then you get the status resist versus it, so it'll pump out faster.
So it'll pump out faster, which also means the slow will take off faster, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
This is how generally those types of spells interact, unless there's something special about Plague.
Didn't they change that interaction with Doom?
Don't think so.
Cause I thought it used to be
it
that
just
Doom would
runs
tick
faster.
really fast, but I don't think it does anymore.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it still
If you
does.
Doom Enraged Ursa, it goes down at the faster rate.
Maybe it's because he's enraged, he's got the damage resistance, so I don't notice the fact that
Yeah, he just doesn't take anything.
Right.
That's why that matchup's so good. You just get rid of it, and then you don't take any damage. The Giga Chad play.
Can't get the vision.
Told you to throw it. He's just gonna rush Radiance again. I don't know. My first impression of this patch was I thought Alk was broken.
Yeah.
I just think this hero's busted. He gets an extra spell. It's not fair.
Oh, tossing him back,
spell.
getting in front of him. He is
The bridge
across
fight.
the bridge.
Can't get in front. He's too big.
Trying to
Pudge
get
is
around
too
him.
damn
Unable
big.
to do so. Boxy takes the hook to the face. Looks like they may be trading out supports here. They need the vision. Save, hiding in a combo. Oh, he
+1.
pops out and denies himself to Ancients.
Save God.
Beautiful stuff. Look at the run
Wisdom
for the
Rune.
Wisdom Rune. Ah, got him.
Oh no.
Took your Wisdom Rune. Now I'm going to take your life.
Does have stick, can turn it around.
And tier 2 tower armor aura is pretty dangerous.
Oh, I don't know if Mickey's overstayed his welcome.
No, he certainly has. No, he's going to have to go for the deny
Take
on
me, Lizard.
Ancient.
Take me.
Nope. Rezo gets it with the Crypt Swarm. Insania also died to the neutrals. Okay.
Bro, these lizards be feasting out here. Goddamn triple kill for the Thunderhide.
You know how the neutral camps have, like, they can level up now over time, or when the Chen grabs them?
Yeah.
Maybe when they get hero kills, they should just automatically go to, like, level 4. Buffed-ass neutral creep.
Then you just can't ever farm them again? That sounds kind of cool.
Drawn to Tokyo. Telekinesis stop him going through the portal. Now Mickey's going to come back, hit him with another stun.
That was a ambitious gate attempt.
Yeah, I think he probably knew he was screwed either way.
All right, this early game's been really clowny, but what was the end result?
I don't know.
The end result was Zai caught up a bit, gets the lane top.
Okay.
Rezo also caught up a bit, now has Urn and ult ready to go if you want to play around this exorcism.
And Ursa is super happy, I think.
So in the end, I feel like that is good for BetBoom because all they wanted out of that clowny laning phase was for Ursa to have a good start so that he can get into the Battle Fury fast and not get destroyed by Venomancer. And they got that. So everything after this is kind of just a normal Dota game for BetBoom in a sense. He's just trying to make some action happen. He's just got Tread Tumbler Toy.
Yeah, he may be level 8, but he hasn't actually leveled up RP yet.
Very true. Rage after that, but still enough. Just slices and dices him. And another stack for save. My god, this guy has 7 flesh heaps already.
He's huge.
He's an abomination.
That is indeed his original name.
Oh, Centaur Stomp. Mickey did not like that. Did not like it at all.
Going to do a lot of damage. Not quite enough to get the kill, though. GPK.
This is a bold move.
One more second till another slight. Is that going to be enough? Mickey's still not dead with Ren, and we'll finish him off.
In style.
Gets him, and gets him in style. You're right.
Abusing that cooldown for the ulti, and now 3-man through the gate.
And Insania. Whoa, what? They're like, wait a minute. That's Insania. Get him.
Get him, boys. Get him. This is a henchman.
Kinda, yeah. I mean,
what is happening?
Pudge would definitely be sort of like a mob boss type character.
What is actually happening right now? All right, I guess it's +1 for save again. Number 8.
He's gonna have a very fast blink dagger.
This has to be good for BetBoom. Like, it just has to be, right? You're getting a huge amount of Pudge stacks. Your 2 supports got a lot of early kills, so they have the extra levels here. And your Ursa is going to have a pretty damn fast Battle Fury in this game.
Yeah, literally the only way I would say that maybe it's fine for Liquid is if there were tons of stacks, but I don't think there are.
No. I mean, Mickey is starting to jungle, but honestly, he's not that farmed, right? He had an okay laning phase, but nothing amazing. 2 deaths. It's going to set him back a decent way. And then who's your playmaker on this Liquid lineup? This is a pretty passive Liquid lineup. They kind of want to just farm to that mid game where their tankiness on the cores with the Veno wards just becomes too much for BetBoom to run into. But if you're behind and the Ursa's ahead and he's accelerating the Roshans, that becomes an issue.
Yeah.
Like, I still think Ursa has very good matchups for a lot of these Magnus lineups just because he can push the tempo so fast and get far ahead, and he outman fights you. Like, you can have Empower, but Ursa does not care about Empower when he's enraged and getting stacks on you. It's one of these old school Magnus counters if you can play that type of game flow, and they're giving it to him here. I think Nightfall is set up for success. Just a matter of can they clinch it out? Does the game get too clowny? Decent position overall. Hulk will continue to farm his way back in this game, though.
Echo Saber, first item choice for Nisha, but his first rotation did not go well. And he came up to this top lane, immediately died to Nightfall, so he is definitely a bit
he trapped himself.
What happened?
Yo, Nisha needs help, boys. He's stuck in the trees. He had the TP. He Tumbler toyed into the corner, got stuck, and TP'd to the tier 1.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was pretty funny. Also, like, these shield runes look so weird on these heroes, man.
Yeah, it turns them all white.
It's like Dark Magnus or something.
Oh, snag. They have the damage for this. It's looking pretty good. Unstable Concoction, plus the damage from the Spirit Siphon.
Big hook.
Yeah.
Slowing this Alk down in the period where he wants to get to that fast Radiance. It's just getting delayed and delayed on that 3rd death. And Rezel's going to have a Vessel very soon here. So just more anti-healing for the Alchemist to have to deal with when his items are getting delayed. Solar Crest for Zai. It's a nice item for the Alch and the Mag when they're empowered. But it also means you're going to be delaying those big team fight auras a little bit as well. Normally, I feel like the Solar is better here if your cores are having a better game. But since they're having a rougher game, it's like, are you throwing it on an underfarmed Alch or an underfarmed Mag? It doesn't feel as good, right?
Sure, yeah.
However, if they win the fight and they catch up, it'll also give them better Roshan. So I can see why I went for it. It's a good Solar Crest game for sure. Very nice versus what BetBoom want to do as well with the extra armor.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And I mean, Zai's in catch-up mode. He's just trying to get whatever he can off the map. Try and put these Plague Wards to work. They are maxed. We'll farm very fast, but Battle Fury is done for Nightfall. Very fast Battle Fury on the Ursa here with good core matchups. Now it's a question of what can BetBoom do with it? Can they continue to get hooks?
Oh, Blink to the other side of the hook. Blinked on him. Didn't actually get the steal on hook, though. Save did a good job covering that.
Very nice. Nice.
Flight
Stuck
chain.
with Rod.
Trying to catch him. Oh, RP, not quite going down. Now, Nisha silence as well. Great coverage there from BetBoom. Getting 2 kills, and he'll turn it into a third with Zai. Surely he's going to be run down with so many heroes surrounding him. BetBoom, man, really taking it to Liquid here in this game, too. It's looking like it's their game to win already.
I mean, when GPK is giving you the pre-death high five, you know he's in good spirits right there. Another Blade Mail game for him, by the way. Pretty interesting. Maybe he just likes this item. Likes how he can use it for his team and be more aggressive in the early fights. It's not an item I would have thought of as being broken in this patch. And I think Boxy regretted that spell steal there. Yeah, you got to go for it, but Save just a little too quick with the Rot, and now you're stuck in an awkward position. No RP for you, sir.
This mag is not working out for them.
No. It is not at all. You're going to have to get some big RP fights somewhere in this game. Maybe soon, depending on how fast Ursa kicks up the speedometer. I guess the upside is you have a lot of camps to farm. 4 ancient camps on the map. That's worth something.
Yeah, for now. BetBoom, with a Death Prophet, though, I think are going to start closing out the map. And then it's not going to feel like you have that many neutrals to farm anymore.
BetBoom continuing to just protect their safe lane, too.
Yeah.
Like, these tier 1s are nowhere close to going down for Liquid. They're just going to have to play on their side of the map. And Blink is already up for save. This guy's had such a good early game. He's got the 11 Flesh Heaps plus a Blink. He's just ready to go on anything. Line him up. Bring him in.
Perfect grab once again. I mean, you know, people were calling it crazy. I wasn't too sure about it either, but the early pickup of the Pudge, it's paying off.
It's definitely a lot more reliable when you play him in these roaming dual support duos with something like a Crystal Maiden. Then you don't have to rely on hook skill. You got to rely on, I guess, Maiden being able to walk up and frostbite somebody. That might be worse than hook skill sometimes. I think about it, but either way, a lot more reliable of a game coming from BetBoom. And you gotta imagine they're starting to think about this Roshan. Like, at some point, if they feel confident enough to go in there, Liquid group somewhere on the map, it's going to open it up. You don't need too many heroes to do it. This might even just be the signal. Yeah. Nightfall, thinking about it? No, they're going to join the fight. They want the brawl.
Look for the skewer back, perhaps. Hit the RP just on the Death Prophet, and he already got the Spirit Siphon off, so it takes a lot to be able to finish him off. Same time.
Reinforcements coming.
They are indeed. Jump forward from GPK, trying to get another catch. That's going to be Insania. Slowed down by Nightfall. Mickey, he's going to pop out here in a second. Doesn't get GPK, who I think he really wanted. Ooh, Boxy, who had the stolen remnants, but is killed by the Slight. You can steal some of the spells, but you can't master them all.
Looked great for a second, at least. And that's more kills that your Ursa gets involved in. He's 6-0-5. Nightfall is just out of control. You got to stop him soon. That's one of your RP fights as well, where you get a big core kill, and you're still getting routed in it. Just too much early net worth for these BetBoom heroes, and straight into Roshan. This is non-contestable. Don't even need to pop the Exo, I think. Just got to clean it up, put an Aegis on somebody here, and start to close out the map.
This will also speed up the timing for second Roshan. Well, I guess that's no longer a thing. I was going to say second Roshan in the Ag Shard for Ursa, but now it's just cheese. Zania found. save is getting so damn big with these flesh heaps, man.
13. It's 17 minutes. I don't know what the average is, but this has got to be ahead of it.
Has fallen.
This is the part of the game that I feel like is super snowbally. When you can hold your your safe lane tier 1 tower up, take the opposing safe lane tier 1 tower, and then just control both of the portals. I think the game gets super snowbally when you control both corners of the map like this. Like, where do you go if you're Liquid?
Into the middle, I guess.
Yeah, but there's not a whole lot of neutral
Into the
camps
old
in the middle of the
frontiers.
map. Huh?
The old frontiers. Forsake the new ones.
Back to where we came from.
And you go to the triangle. The good old triangle.
Triangle and triangle.
It's tough. There is not a lot of space. What do you think about GPK's item build this game? Is he gonna do this on every hero?
Tower is under attack.
Simplifies Dota, I guess. I'm just gonna go Blade Mail Radiance, guys. Whatever you pick for me, I'm gonna do it. I don't care what I'm playing.
I mean, it cannot be
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
that good, right?
Radiant
Like you're the Arcane Vanguard into Octarine, like that one seems really nice to me. Is Blade Mail Radiance that strong this patch?
I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea. This doesn't strike me as a Radiance game. I mean, I get the evasion stuff is okay versus Mag Alk lineup, but generally Alk does not care about Radiance. Maybe it's just a early fighting to farm pattern thing they enjoy. I'd find it curious. Not necessarily bad or good, just I'm curious that he's going this item build on heroes that to me seem very different in very different games. Like between Necro and Ember. Those are quite different heroes.
Blade Mail damage bonus decreased by 8, but armor increased by 1. So you know what? That definitely doesn't feel like a straight buff to me. That's for sure.
It's an interesting itemization. We'll see if it pays off more this game when he's in a stronger scale position.
Yeah.
So I would say the downside of this build is spell immunity, but maybe the spell immunity is going to be a bit delayed here for Liquid. They're not going to have as many ores as well to deal with the burn. They have Blink finished on Nisha, and they have BKB for Mickey. Liquid going to smoke up, try and find a good fight out of this. Zai going to start off.
Nightfall steps over to the side to make sure the hook can't land, but there are reinforcements, and they
That's
manage
a
to get
good
the skewer
skewer.
back on a Nightfall, too. Now he has the Aegis. Don't want to overcommit for this one. The Chen army comes through, finish him off. Now a Hurricane back onto Resolution,
They
pulling
still have
him out of
RP.
position as well, while immediately the blink away from Nightfall. He's just trying to get out of here. The first... Is it really... It feels like the first real win for Liquid in this game, too. And it was a big one. I mean, they
Yeah,
got a
that's
triple
huge.
kill for Mickey.
That is absolutely huge for Mickey's game here. And that's your Aegis Ursa fight. I mean, he didn't have BKB for it, but you used Exo as well. You cannot throw too many of these fights away. It's just looking like game one all over again to some degree.
Yeah.
I still think Ursa's going to scale a lot better, but you got to ride the momentum as well. And this is your Blade Mail Radiance timing for Ember. He's not even in this fight. GPK's TPing an offlane tier 1.
Yeah, he's
I can't help but
running.
think
He's
just-
so far away.
Like, why are you here, right?
Yep.
That's your strongest damage hero. This is his timings with those items to go in and be the frontliner. And now he shows up to a Mickey triple kill going, I'm out. He's back to mid.
I think one point to remember when you're just, I mean, in general, both sides, I guess, but when you're pushing the safe lane tier 2, there is that outpost that is behind you that
Yes.
the enemy controls. So you are naturally putting yourself in a position to be sandwiched.
And you have this new areas of the map that's underneath those tier 2s where you can set up like... I mean, Mickey got on that side, kills the Pudge, and then gets to run the Maiden down in that tree line. It's not even in the main fight. That's just a double freebie. It's just it's a very tough fight to take unless you have the vision control and you're up on that hill as well. Tormentors are up. They're going to look to get a shard. Probably hoping it goes to Boxy here.
I think.
Who also went Phylactery. Very interesting.
Now, that item got buffed in the B patch, so it does a bit more damage.
Yeah.
It was the biggest part of that buff.
Seems pretty good. You throw the Fade Bolt on somebody to get a bit slowed, extra damage. I can dig it.
Need
I can
more
dig it.
slows, maybe, against the Ursa.
I mean, you might like mess up an Ember Remnant or something. You can kite this Ursa a bit better. He did end up getting that shard. The RNG favorable today.
So that means they have a bit more save against the Ursa targeting.
Yeah, that single target jump, not as good for BetBoom anymore. Really going to need to play around the level 2 EXO, keeping their supports alive, I think. And this Radiance for TPK.
Smoke wrap around behind the tier 2. BetBoom putting a huge priority in bringing down this tier 2 tower. Nightfall actually hops over the trees accidentally, but it's fine. Save has got you covered. It's a brilliant hook.
Venoags did go off here. It's ticking Rezo really low.
It is. That Poison Nova goes off automatically when he dies, so you got to be careful of that. Rezo almost dying there. Nightfall comes to the rescue.
Gotta siphon off a creep here. You got that burst. Would have been really happy taking that team fight. BetBoom escape with all their lives. Get a good level 2 EXO fight.
Looks like they still want to fight.
And they know these ults are down. They still have RP. It's just dangerous when you don't have Alchemist BKB.
So here's this play we were talking about. Insania is going to get behind him, bring his creeps in, but the tier 2 is already dead, so I don't know what he's going to do now.
Just gonna farm.
Yeah, I guess so. That'll take some farm away from BetBoom, presumably. Oh, another great hook, man. Save. He's just not missing.
This is why you picked the man as Pudge. 3-3 and 16 with 17 flesh heaps. Making it all happen. Initiator. Team fighter. Glimmer buyer. What more do you want?
Insania is going to be a Crimson buyer for his team. I don't think Chen's strength, it's okay. It's not bad. And the hero has some okay stat gain, but
It's pretty bad.
not an actual strength hero.
It's pretty damn bad. He has 42 strength. Let's not sugarcoat it. This is gonna be a basic Crimson.
Isha, oh, he actually got off the RP. Still in trouble, though. That physical damage from GPK is going to cause some issues. A slight might finish him off. Throws out a shockwave. Mickey's going to die first, actually. Pull back in. Boxy's going to die as well. Save just every single time. You get one pick off, and he's like, I got the +1, guys. In fact, he might get a +2. Zai?
He has Blink. He has ult. Gets hit by Plague Ward.
Yeah, Plague Ward's causing
Enough to dissuade him here. He's just going ham. There's no way about it. Game 1 seemed a bit rough for him, but this game 2, putting the team on his fleshy back as he walks around contemplating.
He's got that stun animation now.
That's the Pudge contemplation of life.
I mean, I'll just say it. This Pudge has had way bigger impact than Magnus.
I love these stun animations, actually.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Ooh, hooks a Centaur creep. See you later. Oh, it took him out of... Oh, it didn't take him out. Never mind. I mean, Insania's farming these creeps. He's just feeding them to save. He's doing the jungling for him.
That's true. Bringing
like
the jungle to you.
Like one of those sushi conveyor belts.
Is under attack.
Oh, I guess I'll have a little bit of Centaur today.
I mean, what's the next big timing here for Liquid? Is
I
it just
don't know.
Alchemist AC? Is that winning you the fight? When there's Greaves on the Death Prophet, you still have this Radiance to get through evasion-wise. GPK is just tanking up, going for the front line. Can't really burst this Ursa, right? It's got to be Mickey going in, baiting out a clump, and then you get a big RP. I think that's really the only way you're fighting. Maybe you can bait a fight off the Veno, but it feels like he dies really fast, and... The thing about the Veno in this patch is you kind of need enemy heroes to dispel or die. If they just commit on you and kill you and no one's dying or low, his spells actually aren't that broken. It's when they start chaining off of each other.
Yeah.
So if you're Liquid, you kind of need the big kill on the Veno spells as well. You got to line all this up and make sure it works. And then your team fight, you still have a way to win these engagements, as Nightfall is just waiting for the next Roche. This is your window to find that big pickoff. They will find GPK top. Can they get a stun on top of him?
It's going to be hard. Mickey. Gonna blink for
yeah,
Box. He's showing himself first. Trying to hit the telekinesis into the concoction. And Insania getting blown up. Now Nisha's going to pull him down to the low ground here, but he's got to be careful for his own life. May have to use the RP just to save himself. Nice use of the telekinesis. Gets him up to the high ground. So that's going to be BKB on cooldown for the Ursa. But I don't think BetBoom mind too much. I'm not sure if Liquid can really contest this.
I think Liquid are worried about going on a single target Ursa like that, even if his Rage is out, just not sure where the Pudge is. The Pudge can blink hook him, he can blink Glimmer Cape him, and maybe that's enough to save. Then you're stuck on a bad fight.
Dire
The engagements are tough. You got to find the right target with the chain stun. Just get the burst, you get the numbers advantage. You didn't get it, and that means Roshan is back up. Nightfall is happy to commit, as he has Abyssal flying out as well. Aegis Cheese for the BetBoom lineup here as Rezo pushes towards his BKB. Probably just throw this Aegis on Ursa and think about a fight into high ground.
Yeah, Aegis on Ursa, probably Cheese on Rezo. I think that would feel pretty good because there is the Liquid do have pretty good like high ground hold between constant slows and a repositioning of Skewer. That is dangerous.
Cheese on Rezo, Cap? You fool. You damn fool. Do you not see this Embers build? Do you not understand?
true.
The Blade Mail Radiance must go on.
Of course.
You
of
must
course.
get the 2 life value.
More HP for the Blade Mail.
The Blade Mail hungers. It requires sustenance. I don't know how Zai ended up here, but he's gone.
I think they're just trying to find farm on the map somewhere. I mean, you said if you can't play the side lanes, play the mid. Well, maybe try and play both triangles. Maybe that's the thought.
I mean, look at the right idea. They're just going to try and split the map, get what they can, and make sure BetBoom don't go high ground during this Aegis timer if they can afford it. But if you're BetBoom, you just get these lanes, and you're going to think about high ground because you have Exorcism. Like, Exorcism is what gives you the high ground. Maybe the only threat is the Skewer back.
Yeah.
You don't want to be calling some Skewer back, but you have this Pudge who can blink in, kind of retake the fight. You have Ursa who can go in with Abyssal and Aegis. I don't know if the Skewer back is that terrifying, honestly. I feel like you might just be able to take that fight.
I mean, there's a telekinesis after the Skewer back. And there's some slows.
But
I mean,
who are
then
you
start
skewering?
getting in the Venomancers.
Like, are you killing who you Skewer here? And yeah, Nightfall's just
Nightfalls, he's going to jump first.
He'll give you the
Which
Skewer.
is really dangerous because he can be pulled into the fountain. He's going to take a bit of damage here. A lot of damage, in fact. Not enough to finish him off, though. Mickey looks for the unstable concoction. Going to land on GPK over in the
tower
side here. And he stuns, and he disables. Anything here? Nisha committing, going for GPK. He does have that cheese. He's going to pop it now as he goes in. It's the chains on it, too. Rezo's going to follow him in with the Spirit Siphon going out with all this ghost damage. GPK's almost dead. They need a little bit more, but he jumps away to his Remnant. Another Slight going off. He survives through it all and baits Liquid into a nasty situation with Save. Hooks in one more once again. An extra kill for BetBoom.
Triple buyback.
To disengage, though.
You got to get the hell out. Even if GPK can come back in here, this is not a fight, and they're going to clean up at least 2 for something off that triple buyback. Double core for Liquid. Man, Nightfall, he gave you the Skewer. He said, take me into your arms. I do not care. I'm too big and too bad.
And he was kind of right about that.
I actually like that way, you know? He's like, that's one of those plays, I know my teammate's going to get skewered, so I'm just going to go in. Like, screw it, I'm not going to give the chance. And that cheese pays off for GPK, man.
Oh, yeah.
He made the most of it there. He got in real deep with this Blade Mail Radiance build. Gets to work, goes to Fountain, comes back. That's like 3 lives for the Ember. I mean, at some point, your Exo runs out, and of course, triple buyback, you're going to have to get the hell out of there, but that's a fight BetBoom are pretty damn happy about, as it's going to slow Mickey's item progression and continue to boost Nightfall here, who's just going to go MKB and start the Shredder, the human Shredder coming out here. Whew. Do you have a way to deal with this Ursa jump damage? I don't think you do. I mean, it's got to be the fastest telekinesis of Boxy's life.
Yeah. His claws getting razor sharp now. Boxy's going to go for a 4-staff. Hell, you need as many 4-staff. I'm not even sure that Crimson Guard's going to do anything. What is that damage block to an Ursa who's doing 500 damage a hit?
Yeah, I don't think BetBoom are caring much about this Crimson. Also an Aether Lens on save. Man, if he gets a shard off this Tormentor, he's going to be living the dream. The absolute dream here.
See if he does. He does indeed. Liquid. Can they get their own shard? Tormentor just spawns.
Now you have this Blink Aether Lens Dismember save to deal with too. Even if you get a big RP on the Death Prophet or Ember, for example, if they get saved or regurgitated, I feel like that fight's out of the window.
Yeah.
You just need more damage. You're Liquid here. And I don't know where it's coming from in the short term. You have a double damage on Nisha. That's pretty nice if you can get a fight going with it. Shard will go to Zai here, so latent toxicity also on the board. A little extra slow and disable. That's something. But another high ground push, it might be coming. Exo back up. I mean, what's to stop you just taking a similar fight here if you're BetBoom? You don't have Aegis. That makes it scarier. For damn sure.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower
Problem with that latent toxicity. I think same problem.
Radiant's bottom tower
You're going to most likely throw it on Ursa. He's going to pop in rage, and then, you know, he just shrugs off that disable.
Dire's middle tower is
Yeah, at
under
least you got it for free. Can't complain. This will be a 5-man smoke from Liquid. Just thinking about that base push that was coming. DD up for Nisha. It's going to time out here. You're not going to get the fight with it. Then you get the jump. Blade Mail Ember. Do you want him?
I think they're hoping to be able to surprise BetBoom. Putting themselves all in the corner here. The Shiva's going to be able to decent amount of vision. They see him all now. Oh, he stunned himself. Nightfall immediately going for the bounce. Telekinesis goes off with the Abyssal Blade, catching back up. Nisha holding him in place with the RP, but somebody's got to be left behind. It's going to be Nisha. Oh, and another hook.
They just keep coming. He wants stack 22.
Cannot be stopped. GPK jumping in for more. The Venomancer dies in an instant. That's 3 dead. Remember, diebacks from before, so long death timers here. BetBoom, the base is theirs.
GPK just toying with him at this point. The man's in his element. And Save definitely put this game on his back, man. 22 flesh heaps. Gem to go along with all his net worth, and another hook for the road.
Get the slide chains to do a little fountain farming. Beautiful.
Why not? Make it 23. BetBoom felt a lot more comfortable in this game, I'll tell you that much. And they had a very good read of the concept Liquid wanted to do with their draft. Like, you get that Ursa through the laning stage, it's smooth sailing, right? And they took advantage of their lane advantage this game a lot more. The last game, it didn't feel like they could close out the map. This game, Save rushed that blink. They have a bit more pickoff, and they have this active core in the GBK Ember who can enable the Pudge, fight with him, be another frontliner. Smooth sailing after that early game, as they will just take a second lane here. Look, we're going to have one more fight left in the tank. Feels like a tough one, especially when you have to use these RPs to save your Alk instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, Mickey did find a shield rune. That's something.
I think what this game kind of says to me about this patch is everybody's like, win lanes, win lanes, win lanes. Keep saying that. But at the same time, I don't think you want to be overly reliant on winning lanes because the lane breakdown can get so weird.
It does get weird.
With this constant, like, 2 support roam back and forth through portals. Like, you can't guarantee that you're going to get the matchup or the kills that you're expecting to.
I mean, I feel like you want your early game to go well, but I don't think you want it to go well in the same way some of these other patches have been, where it's just like you get the lane matchups and you play these lane matchups because too much clowny stuff can happen.
Yeah.
Like this game, yeah, lanes will go great for Liquid if they just get Veno versus Ursa, but there's so much clowny stuff that can happen between getting that Veno and Ursa and actually getting it. You know, there's the tri lane, there's the gates. The gates make these tri lanes so that they can form and unform at will. You can hit these small power points. Like, this is a game where Save could have started top, killed the Veno twice, and instantly go bottom, and there's no punish for him, right? And he just stayed top for a while, but that's another play you can think about in another matchup where you have a hero that can stand against Veno better. Suddenly that matchup goes out the window just as bad.
I mean, if this is going to be the trend, these laning phases, you keep calling them clowny with these supports, you know, rotating back and forth. It's kind of like a traveling circus.
Yeah, get in the gate clown car. We're going for a ride.
Honk, honk. And just like that clown car, you'd be surprised how many heroes can fit in the gate.
Roshan number 3. For a fresher shard at night. Probably go to Rezo here. Unless Nightfall just wants to take it away and end the game with it. But I don't know if he has the slots to use all this.
I mean, what about GPK? You know,
GPK can take it too.
Remnants?
Yeah, actually, he has Ags and Shivas. My God, he's so farmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll take it. I did not realize he had Ags on his Ember already. He just got so much gold off the double rack. So you were looking at a lot of Remnants, a lot of Slights, double Shivas, double Blade Mail. He wants to put it back in. Probably won't. It has served its purpose. This is a very tanky Ember. You're going to need some fountain skewers. I think that's what you're up against now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I expect Nightfall to just go in again. Like, the second he hits his tier 3, he is blinking on somebody. Because, again, I think as long as you start the fight in a way where someone isn't just getting gone on by Liquid and put out of position, the fight's very awkward for them. Even if it's deep at this point, you have the net worth to sustain through it. Last tier 2 will fall. Always have that Pudge save up your sleeve. She's on Rezo this time around.
Oh, this is a cool play. I think they're going to smoke through the top lane.
This
is empty right now.
This is just the better way of accomplishing that same thing.
Yeah.
Like, start the fight on Liquid with everybody instead of just the Ursa.
It does seem like Liquid is relatively aware of that. They're playing underneath tier 4s. The Alchemist is going to be jumped immediately. The Telekinesis and the Skewer back. Okay, now kite out the Ursa. That's the dangerous part. With his BKB going, Insanio doesn't actually die to GPK either. Oh, GPK's committed into the fountain to get that kill. Shivas them all on the way back. That's a move and a half.
Disjointed the Alex stun in the meantime. He's going back in. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's going to go take a quick fountain trip.
Well, that's one way to style on somebody with a refresher shard. He's coming back anytime
Give the
now.
Aghanim Scepter over to Nisha. Nisha now has the new Horn Toss. He's going to be able to pull back the Ursa.
Ooh.
Telekinesis midway through. He's going to die. Chain stunned up, but at the same time, another big hook comes out, grabbing Nisha Magnus, who does have buyback, and he does still have RP.
Don't have Algold for 10 seconds here. You got to line it up. You got to get a huge RP into a fight right now if you're Liquid. BetBoom going to respect it and back off.
You got to respect that Horn Toss. It's like the TI-10 Horn Toss is back, basically.
That just came out of nowhere, too. Not something BetBoom could have expected here. He has level 20 skewer range as well. Time to pull out the old collapse magic right now.
Yeah.
Get the skewer of your life.
Zion's pretty close to Heaven's Halberd, which would significantly help when they get the skewer back on that Ursa to help people survive.
I mean, this is kind of your window to get something, though, because BetBoom are just waiting for EXO to come back up.
Yeah. Kind of need to go out there and do something, but at the same time, you have your best odds for winning fights is still with the skewer back around Fountain.
Yeah, that's the thing. Your best fight is that high ground defense. It just feels like BetBoom have been getting the better of you in those high ground jumps. Forcing the issue, not letting you set up and find that hero with the skewer makes it very weird. And of course, that was Nisha buyback. So another situation like that happens again. Magnus goes down, you're just out of the game. No easy decisions at this point. Boxy's trying to get an Aeon so he can be the one in front.
Mickey's got the stun animation going on now instead.
Yeah, these are just all over the place in this patch, man.
I'm okay with it.
This Alquan's pretty good, though.
He's just kind of waving his arms in the air.
Looks like he's swatting at flies or something.
Oh no, the bruiser! What are you doing in this neighborhood?
Come to the wrong neighborhood, son. Swag.
Fortunately, he's got remnants, so it should be easy for him to get back to base. Made it home safe.
I mean, just in time, too, because the second smoke is coming. I think you're going to break it there. They were just going for the same play. It worked once. It'll work twice. Liquid not to be fueled.
Got him with the horn. Oh, okay. Ooh. So it looks like the toss up in the air, you can still cast spells and stuff during that point, but if you land, you get stunned. Threatening the RP, really trying to catch GPK.
Oh, he got EXO. That's level 3. A lot of extra damage flying around for Boxy right now. If you can get the fight going.
There's Heaven's Halberd. Stopping the Ursa, going for the RP on him, trying to help Mickey to be able to disengage. He takes so much damage, though. And now Nisha's dead as well. Mickey cannot get back to the fountain in time. A buyback on one, but Nisha doesn't have his.
GPK is just too big.
Yeah.
You cannot deal with this Ember Spirit right now. EXO be damned. You gotta get your poke going. Oh, Alcold for 7.
Another hook. Zai just walking straight into that one.
Just stop, save. They're already dead. They're already dead.
Oh, he's got it in for another one. Oh, Nikkei. A zoning hook, not able to chase after the Ember Spirit. He actually blinks in, goes to the Dismember, immediate force staff into the fountain. The fountain
versus
regen,
fountain.
it is not enough. The damage is too much. GPK with the buyback remnant play too.
Even the fountain, no match for the Ember Spirit.
I mean, the thing about this BetBoom rosters similar in the past, like Virtus Pro that they once
the
had.
reverse hook. Trying to
GG.
style on him, but you get styled back. Got yourself, son.
It was a little early.
You got
GG.
yourself.
Never mind.
Just like that game will come.